If you were to get on the waiting list for Green Bay Packers season tickets today, you would have to wait 955 years to get your tickets.
I don't think I'm going to be alive that long.
This is unimportant.
Guaranteed to not change your life. This is the Unimportant Podcast.
Welcome to the Unimportant Podcast. My name is Joe Bob. That is Anthony. Today we take you to the beautiful Green Bay. Have you ever been to Green Bay?
I have not.
Oh, it's incredible.
You've never been to Green Bay.
I've never been either, but I have seen pictures and it looks incredible.
Do you think anyone goes to Green Bay for reasons other than the Packers? Does anybody vacation there without going to a Packers game?
Given that I've looked up several different properties in Green Bay, I would say that maybe. And it looks like a beautiful place to go visit. Having said that, I wouldn't know that it exists had it not been for the Green Bay Packers.
No doubt.
And the Cheeseheads. Oh,
well, let's get into some fun
Bay.
facts about Green Bay before we get to the tickets. So it's the smallest. The population of Green Bay is less than 100,000 people, which makes it the smallest media market in the country.
Well, yeah, and to have an NFL team, that's having an NFL team for people who are not super familiar with the media and NFL in the NFL and how that all works.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That it is literally crazy to put a team of that importance in that small of an area.
And what's nuts is like they may have the biggest fan base.
Oh yeah, anybody who's remotely a football fan who doesn't really tie to the team in the local area is a Green Bay fan.
Their season ticket waiting list is 955 years long.
That and the Cowboys. I guess Cowboys is also.
But I don't think the Cowboys
are in a huge market too.
Huge market, and their season ticket waiting list is not 955 years.
Well,
there's no way.
I would imagine too that everybody in Green Bay is all about the Packers all the time.
Okay.
It wouldn't even matter. I know that for a fact.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's get into it. So the Packers season ticket waiting list is 86,000 people long.
What? How many people are in Green Bay?
100,000.
So,
okay. but get this.
87% of them are on the waiting list for season tickets. Actually, that's probably more than that because you've got people that already do have the season tickets.
So the Packers estimate that around 90 tickets are given up every year.
90. Well, okay. So, and so your years comes from working through the 90 tickets a year.
Yeah.
And why do people give them up? Is it a price thing or?
Probably. I have no idea. Like when you compare it, like nobody really gives them up.
Yeah, like, they probably like die and don't have any they're probably older fans whose families have moved to other places, and because even if I die, I'm passing those tickets down if I'm allowed to do that.
You are allowed to do that.
Oh, why would anybody ever give them up?
Yeah, because you're like, why? Like, you're like 1,000 years from now, I can have tickets. Like, why would I bother signing up? And that's why. Like, people continue to get on the waiting list so that they're.
How would 90 of them even go? Why would anybody give them up?
I have no idea.
Can you sell them? Oh, you can. I bet you can make a pretty penny selling your season ticket rights if you're allowed to do that. I don't know if they.
I'm sure you could just sell the. I don't know if you can sell the season ticket rights. You can just sell the tickets.
True.
I'm sure at a nice little profit.
Yep.
What the best part about this whole thing, I think, every year the Packers send out a postcard to everyone on the waiting list, informing them what position they are. And how many spots they've moved up since last year.
Oh, that is hilarious. Wait, so it's not many spots.
No, it's like 90 spots.
So people probably have catalog.
82,412, and now I'm 90 less than that. Who cares? What?
So there's probably people with catalogs of like their whole list going down.
I'm sure.
And so what's the point of even being on the list? It's probably just like it's a gimmicky thing.
It's probably kind of a gimmicky thing.
Let's get on that list.
We absolutely should.
Oh, yeah, I think we should. Yeah. So what do we have to do?
King Anthony the 35th will have tickets someday.
That's a little high hopes for your family lineage, don't you think?
So season ticket holders, the ones that actually do have tickets, there is at least one in all 50 states and a bunch of countries around the world, including Australia, Japan, like all over the world.
Oh, wow. How many season tickets do they give up? Because I know that
not very many.
Because I know the NFL mandates that teams have a certain amount of season tickets that they give up.
The Lambeau Field where they play is also the smallest stadium.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing a number, but I think it's like 38,000 or 40,000.
Not to mention, and again, this is no disrespect to Green Bay, Green Bay, Wisconsin is not ideal weather to watch an outdoor football game.
It may be the worst weather in the NFL.
Like, aside from when
Minnesota,
when they
play
played
indoors,
when they played the season out in the college
which
field,
was miserable,
terrible. like you got to think. One, people are diehard fans to begin with. You have to be even a crazier diehard fan to sit through the weather there.
I think,
especially later on in the season when it get into December and January. Holy crap!
Buffalo's got to be the only other
stadium
team that's close.
Yeah,
Philly and the Steelers maybe, but
it
even then,
it doesn't get as bad as
I don't think it's the same. So
Yeah.
We'll put a link in the description where you can get your Packers season ticket
and I think
waiting list.
And I think we should, as the years go by, chronologically organize our postcards that we get from the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
This is unbelievable.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of the podcast. If you want to make a difference and change the world, probably listen to something else.